Thank you very much, Mr. Fraser. Good morning, everyone. Morning, Richie. Morning, Audley. And you both have yourselves a wonderful day. A very special morning to our listeners. Always a pleasure to have you here on Tangle. My name is Elise. My name is Elise Kelly. And I'm going to be true to you from 11 o'clock in the morning straight through till 2 in the afternoon. That's what we do. We untangle Tuesdays and Thursdays. And what does that mean? It actually means untangle, which means you just relax, free up. You know them way they just, yeah, that's something there. That's something there. Because sometimes we need to do that something there. So many things to untangle. So many things to untangle. You tell me all about what you need to untangle in your life, or you think about it as you untangle it. But we got the music for you. We got the conversations for you. As for me, I see a lot of political trickery that we need to untangle. Crime. Yes, we do need to untangle that. Hatred and grudge and all kinds of hatred and grudge and classism and racism and so many things to untangle, but we're going to do it to music, and that makes it sweeter. Okay, so it's that time in the afternoon. We're going to be having our conversation with Tamai. Tamai. Good afternoon, Tamai.
Good afternoon. How are you?
I am very well. Welcome to Untangle on the Bridge 99 FM. How are you today?
I'm doing good.
Wonderful. All right, so first of all, let me take a little seat here. So, tell us a little bit about Tamai.
Well, I am currently a final year student at the University of the West Indies. So I'm finishing up my undergraduate studies in banking and finance. And yeah, I'm the coordinator of the Grace Kennedy Foundation ACES Grace program, of which I am also a scholar of the Grace Kennedy Foundation.
Oh, tell us a little bit about that, being a scholar of the Grace Kennedy Foundation.
Right. So in 2019, I was awarded with the Rafael Diaz Scholarship for Business. It's awarded to a student studying in the Faculty of Social Sciences at the UE.
Okay. And that, what does that mean? That, tell us a little bit about what that means for you and your studies.
Well, it means that I get to go to school debt-free. And it also means that I would have to complete volunteer hours while I do my studies. And that is really how the program was developed, through having to do community service. Grace really focus on having us pay the way forward. They want us to always be giving back to society, and especially because we've gotten this assistance with our education. They really want us to pay it forward and help out in any which way that we can.
Wonderful. That's wonderful from a corporate entity. And paying it forward doesn't necessarily mean working with Grace. It means working
not necessarily.
Okay. It means working with the community.
With the community, definitely.
Okay, so you're not yet finished at university, right? You're still at school.
No, I'm in my final year, so I'll be finished next semester and graduate in November of 2022.
You're very young.
Yeah.
Very young. You're just 21, right?
Correct, I am.
In my world, that's a baby. So what do you plan to do when you leave school or university?
Well, I haven't yet decided. I like to experience, so I'm not yet sure. But most likely in the initial stages, I'll probably be working in the banking sector or in the insurance sector, something just in finance. But there's a lot I hope to experience. As you said, I'm still a baby, so there's a lot that life has to offer that I would like to experience. So,
right.
Yeah.
I love that, because in my day, you want to be a teacher, you just wear blinkers and you just teach.
Right.
But you people have changed it up, and it's so beautiful because we are finding out that there's so many other things that we can actually do.
Correct. And so many new careers are developing as we continue to grow and all of that. So, and you can even nowadays create your own career by using the skills and knowledge that you have. Just create something that makes you happy while being able to provide for yourself.
Absolutely. And can I say that a lot of people are moving in that direction because the world is moving in that direction.
Correct.
Right. Okay. So you, at a young age, you conceptualized the program Ace with Grace. Let us talk a little bit about what is Ace with Grace and how you came to be the brainchild of such a tutelage program.
Okay, so the Ace with Grace program is a tutoring program that enables Grace Kennedy scholars to tutor students in need free of cost. And it's a way for them to use up their volunteer hours while also giving back to the community, which is when I mentioned earlier that is a big focus of the Grace Kennedy Foundation to instill in the scholars a sense of paying it forward. So when the pandemic came along, we needed to find a way to allow the scholars to volunteer, but without that physical aspect. So we needed to be safe from COVID-19, but also we still want to, because help the world still needs help regardless. So it was just a beautiful concept. It was perfect because here we are. We have the cream of the crop, the Grace Kennedy Scholars, a merit-based scholarship. So the students are brilliant. So why not just allow them to use their knowledge to assist students in need during this time? And when the pandemic came along, a lot of students fell behind because of various reasons, and not having that face-to-face interaction with their teachers really, it really made a lot of children suffer where that was concerned. And so having that one-on-one kind of feel with tutors who are closer to their age group, so they feel more comfortable. They don't feel as intimidated. Probably some of them feel intimidated in class, especially with the online system. Maybe they don't want to ask as many questions, but having that one-on-one interaction through the Ace with Grace program, that's helping them and tackling the specific areas that they're having issues with. It's beautiful. It's perfect.
It is perfect. So here you are, a scholar of the Grace, what do you call it?
Grace Kennedy Foundation.
Grace Kennedy Foundation, right? And you have captive people like yourself who are also scholars of the Grace Kennedy Foundation. And you just thought right away, hey, I'm going to use my friends. I think my friends need to be even busier. So what did Grace Kennedy say when you came up with this tutelage program idea, especially the part that says that it's going to be happening free of cost?
Right. So at the time, I was working with the Grace Kennedy Foundation as an intern, so I had that kind of responsibility, sort of, to kind of lead the pack with the scholars where that was concerned, in a way. So in mentioning it during a meeting and saying, we could do the tutoring program, it was well received. And from that moment, I just went ahead and I sat down and I did all the logistics. I came up with it. It didn't even have a name at that point. It was just, maybe we should try the tutoring. And I came up with the name, made logo. I was super excited. So I started designing and all of that, and putting together logistics. So how will it work? How will people sign up? Who will we target? How will they log their hours? How will the sessions go? What subjects would we offer? All of that, put that together. And it was well received, and it was presented to the board of directors of the Grace Kennedy Foundation, and it was well received there as well. And they all supported me. And even when in the initial stages, when we had some hiccups with it, and that's normal with any new thing that you develop. You're going to have hiccups, and you're going to learn and figure out more efficient ways to do things. It's always been Grace Kennedy Foundation has always been supportive of the program, and they love it, and they want to push it, want it to be something big, because it really is something that it's sort of like a nation developer, because education is, one of the most important aspects of our lives. So it really is something that can be really big. So
Absolutely. It
it's always
definitely,
been well received by them.
well, it definitely underscores national development. So those questions that you are asking of each other, let me ask you now that the teething pains, I assume, is more or less over now, right?
Yes, more or less. We still have little things here and there, but more or less we've actually developed a process that's pretty efficient and that works and that allows us to assist as many students as possible.
All right. So it's an intern program. So how do you actually get people to sign up, one, and who are you targeting?
Right. So when we just started out, our main focus was targeting students on the Grace and Staff Community Development Program, the foundation. That's another foundation under the Grace Kennedy umbrella. And also employees of just children and, nieces, relatives of Grace Kennedy employees. So employees of Grace Kennedy and their relatives, and as well as the Grace and Staff Community Development Foundation, the people on that program as well. So that was our main focus. Since this semester has opened, we've also been catering to the general public, you can say that. Okay. It's like relatives of our scholars or, really, a friend tell a friend. So we've actually had like a huge subscription compared to last. It's like, you can basically say a 300% increase in subscription. So right now the program is even closed off because of the huge success that it has had. And when we initially started, it's amazing to see the growth because it started just last year in around this time, around November, going to December. And at that time, we were struggling to get enough people to allow the scholars to finish their hours, and now we have more, like we are oversubscribed, and we're looking to get some more volunteers to assist us. So it's amazing to see the huge success of the program and how it has impacted the lives of people. Even, CHC results came out a few weeks ago, and it's just amazing the results that people had, and
Good.
they even they would go back to their tutors and tell them how much the assistance really helped them.
Wonderful.
And it means a lot to me that we're really making a difference in students' lives.
Absolutely. Especially at this time. You said that you're oversubscribed already, but I want you to be even more oversubscribed, because I'm going to ask you now, what about those listening? Can we say to you, to me, I think that some children in this particular community need your help. How would you respond to that? And do you source people from outside of that group that you just described, who you think really would benefit a lot from your program?
Right. So we definitely would want to help as many people as we can. So what we would probably need to do is to seek out help, seek out more volunteers, more people that from like the UE Start and UTech and all of those places that would be willing to help, because we really don't have the manpower now to tackle any more students, but we do want to help as many students. So we're really trying to see if we can get some more volunteers. As soon as we can get that, then we'll definitely be opening applications again.
Okay.
We want to help as many students as we can.
So in sourcing more volunteers, I guess you're going to have to go outside of that boundary of being part of the Grace Kennedy Foundation scholars.
Yes, definitely.
Okay.
So we'll be looking to different university corporation organizations and seeing how best they can lend a hand as well.
Wonderful. Is there anything that you want to say to those listening that we have not said? Anything that comes up while you're doing this program that you think you want to share with the public?
Well, I think my best advice would be, if you see a way that you can help, no matter how small you think it is, just do it. Because I'm a very young person, and it was just something that, it was just a random opportunity, and it has become bigger than I ever thought it would be. And it's an honor to be the coordinator behind this program that has helped hundreds of students. So if there's a way, no matter how small, even if you just have $50 to start out, just start out, because there's no perfect time to do anything, and people will always need a hand. Just lend a hand however you can. We're all in this together. So,
Wonderful. So very well said. There's no perfect time and there's no perfect amount of money, because a lot of time people are,
correct.
they're held back because them say them don't have no money. But then there's just so many little ways of helping
You'd be
out.
amazed, and sometimes it's the smaller amount of money that really stretches the furthest.
Yes,
But
yes, yes,
you just need an intent. Just start. As
yes.
long as you want to help and you have an idea, just start, and everything will fall into place.
Sometimes it's just money for to source data. So I mean, it's just some simple stuff like that. So
Right.
I'm pretty confident that when you graduate and you become, let us say, the big banker that you may become, that you will still remember this program, because it's obvious to me that you will. And you have a big heart. Thanks for your heart.
No problem. Thank you so much for having me.
You're most welcome. Have a wonderful day.
You as well.
Okay, beautiful. Ace with Grace, reinforcing the importance of volunteerism. It's a tutelage program, and it was conceptualized by Tamai Edwards, and she's 21 years old, still at university with all these great ideas. Kudos to you. We're going to take a break. We soon come. As we get ready for the holiday season, as I stepped into the studio this morning, I saw a lovely tree on the wall. No, I saw a lovely tree on the wall. And who did it, I'm not sure who did it. But one thing I can say is that whoever did it, I'm sure you didn't realize that it was going to provide so much comic relief. Now, the only way is not Richie do it. Don't be don't Richie, you see them a point by you behind your back, say, Richie, of course you don't know anything about it. But the only way that I will accept that tree, if it was done by if it was done by a child. No, if it was done by a child, beautiful. But if not, no, then for top it off, no. Then for top it off, we're not going to show, because it doesn't represent us here on the bridge at all. However, to top it off, somebody told me, a birdie told me, that Cavell go put present under the tree. No, I mean, what you thinking? Why you do it? Why you do no? Why don't no? Why you do it? Why you do it? No, that tree can't accommodate no present. Me can't make Vaughn show me that. What I say? Ooh, so Sean so quiet this morning when I'm not go so. So I'm so quiet this morning when we laugh. Oh well, you see, that's okay. If it is his son, fine. No, because that's the only way that we will accept. Whose son? Richie's son? Is Richie's your son? No, let me say so. Roman and Cavella mix up, So if you see the tree, no, the tree is nice, If it's like a picnic, do it. But if you top it off, you go put present under there. No, no, I don't like a picnic do it. I don't like a picnic do it. Why, may I tell you, say, whoever did it obviously wanted us all to have a laugh. Because Richie never see it this morning, or Richie B never see, I never really noticed it. So I was saying to him this morning, Richie, Christmas is in the air. So he said, really? I said, yes, and it is on the wall. You never see it. He says, no. So, so when Richie come out and see the tree on the wall, me can tell you something, man. Richie, I'm sure it made your day. And that is why we're here. That's why we're here. That is why we're here. So whoever put it on the wall, trust me when I tell you, say, every time I remember it, I am going to crack up. But it don't need no present under there. No. One take a picture. It's very cruel. Very cruel. So you're going to put it up and no, you see, let me tell you what the bridge is responsible for. Not that tree. The bridge is responsible for the Bridge 99 Christmas gift that they give away, and the bridge thing them up and running, and all these wonderful things, and whoever put up that tree, it with a good heart. What? We don't. I am done. I am so done. So while we joke around about that tree, want to let our listeners know that the Bridge Nation this Christmas, we're celebrating you, our listeners and viewers, with our Gift a Day giveaway. And this Gift a Day giveaway is from December 1. That's tomorrow. December's... No, you guys, I'm done. I'm so done. I'm finished, right? Okay, with that smug look on your face, Mr. Producer, like say, I know you put it up. And you put it up. No, me not say you put up the tree. Me never say you put up the tree, no. Me never say you put up the tree. But oh my goodness, look here. So I can finish what I'm saying, you see, because that is in our studio, and don't take it down. For heaven's sake, don't take it down. Because there are times you come inside here and, for whatever reason, you might not be in the best of moods. And you just look on that man and you're good, You're good, man. May I tell you, say you're good, but this is really our thing, no? This is our thing, no. All right, so our Gift a Day giveaway starts tomorrow, the 1st of December to the 23rd of December. And you could add a Christmas gift under your tree from us here on the Bridge 99 FM. And here's what you need to do. Just guess a Christmas carol or answer a question pertaining to the holiday season. Then call or send a WhatsApp during the crossover with Nikki Z at 4:05 p.m. for your chance to win. You can call us at 876-676-4996 or WhatsApp 876-551-5782. So that's on the crossover with Nikki Z, and it all starts tomorrow. This is a wonderful thing, and it's compliments of the Bridge Nation. So, a whole heap of people want to take with themselves from the people them who committing crime. But we have to look at the part where we play sometime, Yeah. I know say we put gun in nobody's hand. No, me not talk that. But just that person who asks for help over and over, never get none. That person who want to know who is them father, who is them mother, I'll know them can't know. Things like that alienate young people. And then after we finish alienate them now, then we'll say, we want to send them go a gallows now. What part you playing at that? What part me playing at that? These are the questions that we need to ask. Love and greetings, Mama Soul. Welcome to another week of Untengle. As I sit around my laptop typing my reports, my earphone is blasting the cool vibes. I don't see the flagman row me, dead with laugh. Well, you see, as you can see, them take away Romy work. But, not really still, not really. But they just hate Romy, darling. Romy, darling. they can't take away your work. You're original. You're the original flagman. The original flagman still there, my brethren. We just a trouble Romy because I'm nice to trouble, You have some people who are just nice with take set. Just Romy, one of them people there. We just have fun at take set pan Romy. Okay? But Romy work is still there. Romy is in wonderful spirits. I him put up the Christmas tree a while ago. And these wonderful things. So I'm still there again trouble, man. No worry to sell about Romy. So Queen, big up Fendi the 114 family, cause we have a chat and I full dance the community bridges around the island as mentioned by him. And I will share my first one. And that's coming from Wise Words. Thank you very much, Wise Words, for sharing your first bridge. Last week, Thursday, it was that we shared the Spanish bridge, and it was actually recreated by one of our listeners, Maitreya. So this one now is the Wagwater Bridge that connects Port Maria to Anoto Bay. Thank you very much for that one. And at some point, we can put it up on our screen. So thank you very much for being a part of that. And yes, the thought came from Fendi, from the 114 family. So bless up yourself, 114 family. Bless up all of yourself. Hold on a little bit. We're going to take a break soon. But let me just see what is happening here. Oh. Thank you very much, my love, and thank you very much for keeping it Bridge 99 FM. So we're going to take a break. We soon come. Okay. It's now 8.5 minutes after 1 o'clock. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon, Mama Elise.
How are you?
I'm fine. I'm doing great. How are you?
I'm very well, thank you. All's well?
Yes, all is well. Coming off of this great weekend.
Hey, Lord of mercy. You know, let me tell you the truth. Me hear me to myself. Me go ask Beauregard or was in Thanksgiving Day. But me now go near the food part again because me don't want to go up down that road again. But see you bring it up there so good. Yeah, how the food?
Everything was good. I can't complain. Everything was good.
Nice,
Give
beautiful,
thanks.
beautiful.
Definitely.
And you know, you did mention that a lot of people are going to be traveling, and so it is. You know, so
Yes.
a lot of people are traveling to meet family and friends, and that's a wonderful thing.
Yes, it is.
Yes, it is.
You know, despite the travel ban that we see now is in effect from Africa, you know, a lot of people are
Yes.
stranded and a lot of people cannot get in or out of the country. So
Yeah.
that's a big thing right over here right now. 7 countries in Africa have been banned from coming to the United States.
Yeah, this is the Omicron variant. That's because of that variant.
Yes, yes.
Yeah. Right. You know, wow. It sets back a lot of what has happened already in terms of there are certain spaces who really have gotten rid of a lot of the deaths happening, right? And this really sets it back. It doesn't
Yes,
it?
absolutely it does, because now we're going to see with all the things that's happening, and we spoke about this, both you and I, supply shortages and things of that nature being affected, you know, so hopefully none of those things get further affected as it already is.
It really is very disappointing. But then it was predicted that variants will come out of it, and you know, we're kind of wondering if the vaccinations that have been issued, if it can stop a variant like that. It says highly contagious, and I think that is where the major concern is. But I don't know. We can only hope that it has some effect on variants like this new one here.
Well, what they're actually saying, I believe Pfizer said that they're going to try to upgrade the current vaccine that they have right now. They're even asking that everybody go get the booster shots. You know, those who took the Pfizer, they're saying 6 months after taking the Pfizer, you should get your booster shots. And those who took the Johnson & Johnson, they're saying after 2 months to go get it. So we're going to see what's going to be happening, if they're going to actually come with another vaccine to fight this new variant, or what's going to be taking place.
Okay. All right. So we want to congratulate our Caribbean friends. And that's Barbados. Barbados is really taking the lead.
Yes,
Man. Really
yes,
taking
yes.
the lead. I tell you.
We spoke about this a few weeks back. You know,
Yes.
mentioned the fact that this was going to be taking place, and it's a good look to see that, you know, Barbados is now the world's newest republic, you know, free of, you know, control of the Queen of England.
Yes.
So that's a good thing, and to have a female as the first president of the new republic, it's a good thing as well.
And you know, sometimes we like, you know, we have a way of saying, you know, the first woman, nice man, first Rasta, that good man, but what them doing? You know, and that is really what makes me so proud. What is she doing? Oh, she is working. And
Yes.
and Rihanna now is made national hero
Yes.
as Barbados becomes republic.
Congratulations to Rihanna.
Oh my
Yeah,
goodness.
yeah,
And congratulations for taking the lead, because for years we dilly-dally about if Bob should have been national hero in Jamaica. It's like our national hero list done. It's like no, I mean no. No, seriously, there are so many people.
We have some serious things to be thinking about and talking about now, that, you know, we see that, you know, Barbados is actually showing Rihanna the love for her representation of the country, you know, and Bob Marley has represented Jamaica all over the world for many years and continues to do so for years to come. You know, him say we are got tired to see him face, and that has literally been something where come true.
I mean, Miss Lou, what could be the issue of making someone like Miss Lou? But you know what I notice is that if it's a politician, yeah man, them do it fast before them come out of power. But if it's someone who really who is one of us, one of the people, them just dragging them feet. But you know, I continue to laud this Barbadian Prime Minister, you know, because she's showing up the rest of rest of them big time. Because somebody like Bob Marley, you want a greater ambassador than that?
That was a good move, a very good move on her part. Very, very good
Absolutely.
move.
Absolutely.
And we want to see more women in power around the world, as the leaders of nations and things like that. Man, them worry too much, man.
Yep. They do. And I know a lot of gentlemen who have a lot of empathy, but I know a lot of them who don't. And it seems as though, we men and women sometimes are ego driven. But it just seems as though the man them have a serious problem with them ego. No man,
Yeah,
big
man.
time.
Big time.
Yeah. and as you said, the warring and it's like,
Yeah.
the things that we want to remember our leaders for is as if that is not what them want to be remembered for at all.
I tell you. I remember his Mother Earth, so.
Yes.
Let's see what the ladies have to say.
As I said again, I am happy that it's not one of these situations where it's just a woman and we're celebrating the fact that it's just a woman. We're celebrating the fact that she's a working woman and doing wonderfully well. But speaking of Prime Minister, Prime Minister Andrew Holness has come out and said that he thinks that gun crimes, which have been obviously wreaking havoc in the society for years, people who are found with illegal weapons, he thinks should face the gallows. When I heard the story, I stopped for a while. I really could not even begin to think about it the way I should, because it just seemed so. Well, there are times when men are emotional, so I guess this is one of the times when it's just emotion driving and not logic, I find it to be a very unfortunate statement, because whereas Jamaica seriously needs a crime plan, this is not one.
All right.
It's just not one. I mean, to say that if you're found, he's not saying it's a crime plan. He was just being emotional and saying that he thinks that being found with an illegal weapon warrants going to the gallows. And that is just ridiculous.
There's always another way, The youths, them sometimes they fall into the pitfalls of society, and a lot of things happen. Some of them end up making some drastic mistakes, but it's not intentional, and sometimes we really have to just remember that we can't just dash with the youths then.
We can't do that. What about second chances? And then we're talking about the youth. What about these grown men and women who are there to serve and making so many drastic mistakes? The first thing I thought when I heard him say that, what should we do with Huno? No, what should we do with Huno? Because if you're suggesting that someone who is found with an illegal weapon should face the gallows, and mark you, it's not a crime plan, he was being emotional, but it is a very unfortunate statement.
Right.
Very unfortunate. And this, what's his name here now, has really taken him to task, Bert Samuels, and I'm very happy that Bert Samuels has done that, because it balances a view that is
I understand.
Understand. You understand, because there's a lot of haughtiness that I am witnessing amongst our Jamaican politicians, particularly our Prime Minister, and this kind of haughtiness, you need to tone it down, because it is frightening.
Right.
Anyway, what Bert Samuels has said is that Holness made the comment while addressing the 78th annual conference of the Jamaica Labour Party. So I guess a lot of it is just hype. But the Prime Minister said that he was using hyperbole as he made the point. But that has not absolved him from criticism. Of course it can't absolve him from criticism. We can say all kind of ridiculous things and blame hyperbole. But what Bert Samuels is saying is that it is not for a firearm possession. He argued that the death penalty is reserved for the loss of life by criminal means. So it is not just being found with a firearm. And what he also said is that he gave this example, for example, a firearm that belongs to someone's boyfriend and taken up on a dresser in the bedroom is in possession once the gun is within her view. However, the boyfriend, who is a gunman, would be subjected to a totally different kind of sentence than the girlfriend who took it up off of the dresser. So what he's suggesting is that leave the law and suggestions of the law to those who are more qualified, because it is very clear that he isn't, and you know, again, we are saying that there's a serious issue of crime in Jamaica. But to come out and say something like that really is high-handed and ridiculous. And he's saying it against the background of so many atrocities or criminal acts being committed by politicians and people in high places. And I'm sure they won't be facing the gallows.
No.
So what's your point? What's his point? You know, it's only those people who can't afford legal representation going to face gallows because of that? You know?
It could be a desperate statement, you know? Being that we know that Jamaica actually and truly really needs a crime plan. You know, it might, like you say, it might have been emotional and made a desperate statement. You know, and you know, they say desperate measures, desperate times calls for desperate measures.
Yeah, but
so
not
maybe
stupid
that's what
measures.
maybe that's what he's thinking right now.
Yeah, I don't. With all due respect, Beauregard, I don't buy that, because there are just. It is irresponsible. It's irresponsible. It is not legal, and it should be thought out. He kept talking about it, which means he thought it through, and before he said it. And you know, you because of the position that you hold, you have to be careful. We need a crime plan. We need everyone at the table. All of us need to be part of that crime plan. We're not putting it on any one sector. We're not putting it on any one group. All of us need to come to the table and decide on a crime plan. But, you know, that's not it.
True.
That's not it. And for there are many among us who are involved in crime. What about the politician who put the illegal gun in that man's hand? He must face the gallows too? Because a lot of that happens too. Is he going to face the gallows? There's just so many questions. I mean, after such a ridiculous statement, I am done. I am done. And we need to get away from that kind of emotionalism. We need to get away from that, because it's not solving any problems. But that's just we here in Jamaica.
We need some unity. Everybody have to come to the table, like you say, and, you know, sit down and see what's best for the citizens of the country.
Absolutely. We have a problem. We have a crime problem, without a doubt, but we have to face it and really come up with some serious ideas and solutions, which must involve social reform. Social reform has to be, because a lot of these young people who have these illegal guns in their hand, what role have we played? What role has politics played? What role has music played? What role have I played? What role have you played? Before we just send off everybody after the gallows just so. I don't saw this thing go. And the unfortunate, it is unfortunate, because what about a judicial system that is unfair? And then down the road you find out, say, he's never him did have the gun. And him done, you're done, send him to the gallows already. That's a problem I have with the gallows here in Jamaica, you know. I don't have a problem with just the gallows, but I have a problem with the fact that we have a judiciary system which is not fair. And if it is not fair, and we're killing people, and then years down the road we find out, so we killed the wrong person, how we redress that?
Or you lock up the wrong person, or the wrong person was charged for this or that.
Absolutely. Anyway, I don't want to be charged with having too much emotions here, you know. So I'm just going to ease off of that a bit, but just to let him know that it sounded arrogant. And the arrogance, we need to hold on that arrogance and start to think more rationally and humbly.
True. I agree with you.
All right, Beauregard. So we're going to get into the music, all right?
No problem.
Bless up yourself. So for those who are mismanaging the country, any drastic measures for them there? No? For those who are obviously mishandling funds and a nice way of safety for poor people money, is there any drastic measures for them there? Me just asking. Or for the people them who put the illegal weapon them, like the politician them who put illegal weapon in the youth them hand. Any drastic measures for them there? No? No drastic measures for them there? So where you say, oh, you will give them a slap on the wrist. Okay. So like all those big business people them who can pay all kind of lawyer, you give them a slap on the wrist. I hear you. So what about the $23 million settlement and more than them something there? More than all 23 million now. So for people like those now, you give them a settlement, but I put them in the gallows. I hear you. So what about the rest them were left? We're full of all kind of illegal activities. We're not only in a government, but in a very high places. What you say we do with them then now? Oh, if you vote for those. I hear you. Don't say another word. So I want to say good afternoon to our listeners, Irie Jam listeners. Good afternoon to you and Beauregard. Beauregard, bless up yourself.
Bless up yourself, Mama Elise.
All right. Bless up yourself to the team and all those listening from Irie Jam. Want to say, you go ahead. You go ahead.
I want to say have a wonderful afternoon, and to everybody tuned in, especially to our brothers and sisters from Barbados.
Yes.
Congrats once again.
Yes, Beauregard.
Big celebration for them. And also today is my son's birthday, so I'll be doing some celebrating later on.
Really? How old is he now?
16.
Big
my second
boy.
son, Giovanni, yes.
Big boy. Whenever our daughters reach 16, we always say that the father's going to have to get a shotgun. No, the same holds good for them. Look cutie there, on the other side. Look cute, little birch in there, because we say we have to make sure we take care of them too. Probably not shotgun, but no, you know what I'm saying. Yeah. So happy birthday to your son, and send send love from all of us here at the Bridge 99.
I will.
Okay, you take care.
You take care.
Once again, thank you very much to Team Untengle.
That was Mama Elise Kelly at the Bridge.
Thank you very much to Team Untengle. We want to say thank you very much to Richard Rainford, our Master Control Operator. And Sean is now our Master Control Operator. Thank you very much, Sean, and December born. So we enter into your month tomorrow. Of course, I'm sure you're going to be celebrating the the entire month. Yes, and so you should. Nice month on the bar. Nice month, cool breeze and celebration and present and all these wonderful things. So Sean is also our Master Control Operator for the afternoon. He took over from Richie. Want to say thank you very much to Romaine Simpson, otherwise known as Romy the Vision Mixer, and still our original flagman. And of course, want to say enough respect to our producer of all times, Mr. Vaughn Thorpe is our producer, the Untengle producer, standing by for Nikki Z, who will join you in a few.